Saturday night! Yes. Oh, Saturday night! Oh, yes. Hi, everybody! It is Saturday night. Old Guy's Kitchen. We are cooking up some food, as always. Tonight, patty melts and onion rings. And we've also got dessert. Hi, Natalie. Good evening. Good evening.
Hope your vacation's going good.
Yep. Happy vacation. Disney World, right? Yep. How is Disney World? Are you having a good time? And I'm surprised that you're actually, if you're out of Disneyland, that you're taking the time to hang out with Old Guy. That's cool.
Eli.
Eli? Hi,
And
Eli.
Janice.
Hi, Janice. Good evening, guys.
And Ralph.
Ralph, good evening or good morning. I'm not sure what the case is in your case.
And John.
Hi, John. Everybody kind of coming in. That's great. That's great. Patty melts on the menu tonight with some onion rings. Yummy. And cake. Natalie requested German chocolate cake. So I made a German chocolate cake. We'll have that for dessert. Hope everybody had a good week. It was, a week. Didn't get a whole lot done, but that's okay. I'm taking some time from doing the little projects. Although I did make some more progress on the bathroom restoration. So.
Natalie said she got home this afternoon from Disney. Work 2-hour flight and then a 2-hour drive home.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I sure hope you had a good time. I really do. You'll have to, make mention, as the evening goes by, if you had a good time or not. What's everybody having for dinner? We're having patty melts and onion rings.
Ralph says it's 12 p.m. Sunday there.
12 p.m. Sunday. Okay. Well, that's right. Just afternoon there. Great. So, evening here, afternoon there. That sounds about right.
Eli's sitting in the shade feeding the birds and the ducks.
Sitting in the shade. What are you feeding the birds and the ducks? Like popcorn? I used to do that when I lived in Denver years ago. I worked graveyard shift, and when I got off of work, a lot of times I would pop a big bag of popcorn. I mean, a big bag of popcorn, and take it down to the city park. Just plain popcorn, nothing on it. And I'd take it down to the city park and feed the ducks. Had a gas, so.
Lisa's here. How's things going?
I'm sorry?
Lisa.
Lisa? Hi, Lisa. Good evening, good evening. Patty melts on the docket or on the menu. And coming up next week, we have creamy, I'll get it, creamy Tuscan chicken. And that one was requested by Sean. So Sean the Pack. So that's coming up next week, and right, because we didn't get to that. So, and the week after that, one from Turtle King who requested tacos, and so tacos and creamy Tuscan chicken are coming up.
Natalie said that she had Cracker Barrel for an early dinner because she didn't feel like going to the store to get food.
Ah, that's understandable.
And Eli said birdseed and some pellets. He said if he had popcorn, he'd end up eating the popcorn.
Yeah, but in this case, it was just plain, dry, no salt, no nothing on it, just popcorn.
John's having homemade cheeseburgers and steak fries.
Nice. Nice. We're kind of going along the same line here. It's basically a cheeseburger on bread, Patty Melt.
Nate Nate the Wild Man and Crazy Dad are all here.
Hey guys! Hey! Glad you made it! Yay! I'm always glad to see you guys. Okay, so blah blah blah. I think the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of get the onion rings breaded up and let them sit. The longer they sit, the better it's going to be anyway. So, well, within reason. You don't want to let them set for a week or anything. Just a couple of yellow onions. I didn't bother getting a great big one. Mrs. Old Guy and I wouldn't eat that many anyway. So, just a medium-sized onion will do just fine. Gonna get these cut into rings. I hope everybody really did have a good week.
Yep.
I do. I went on a quest for a table saw. I like to cut my own veneers and so forth, like I did on these cabinets and whatnot. And I was doing the same thing for the bathroom when my table saw quit. And so I finally picked one up after being without for about 6-7 weeks. And so I was able to kind of catch up on some of the stuff that I needed to do on the bathroom stuff. Anyway.
Miami Rats, sir?
Miami Rats. Good evening. Old guy's making up some patty melts and onion rings tonight. Welcome. Kind of have yourself a seat. Help yourself to some chips.
Eli said onion rings and curly fries are his weakness. That's why he had to retire his deep fryer.
Yep. Yeah, they can add. Deep fryers can definitely add the pounds. Deep fryers and pastries
Yep.
can pack a punch, so to speak. Oh, let's try and get these things separated. Come on now. All right. It has been a little bit less hot this week. We actually had a couple of cooler days, which was really nice. A break from the 90s. All right. Gonna crack an egg here. Something going on, Mrs. Old Guy?
No, I was just looking at that name again. It's like Mimi Rat. It's Val's granddaughter.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you came in to visit me. Let me get rid of some of this junk. Don't need the eggshell hanging out. Okay, so my usual question, what's everybody having for their dinner?
Natalie told me.
Yep, Natalie. Didn't hear from anybody else, I don't think, did I?
John said he's having cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers, right. Okay, see, gotta keep me on my toes, Mrs. Old Guy.
That's it so far.
Okay. All right. Get that mixed up. Get rid of a little more junk. There you go. Try to keep things a little more on the clean side. I don't know why I felt I needed to do the swimming motion.
T-Bird's here. Cat Cake's here.
T-Bird! Good evening, man. Jared? Good evening.
Jared says, I love me some onion rings. Good evening and happy Saturday, everyone. I'm having carnitas for
Carnitas!
tortillas.
Oh, yum. That sounds great. That sounds great. All right, let me get my breading station in line here.
Ralph says, health-wise, how would the reviewer request compare to your usual?
How does the viewer request dinner? compared to my usual dinner? There's only been a few exceptions of things that we don't normally or at least semi-frequently have, like, a burger, for instance. Whether it's on a bun or, on bread or just a plain hamburger patty, it's still a burger, so. They come in all kinds of shapes and sizes like tonight, so, but I would say there's probably maybe like one in 15 or maybe 1 in 20 requests that are kind of unusual from what we would normally have. And we've enjoyed every one of those so far, so we've not had a bad meal request yet, so that's a good thing.
Steve Harrington is here.
Hi, Steve. Good evening to welcome Old Guy's Kitchen Saturday night. I'm just getting ready to grind up the chuck to make this burger. I figured no better way of making sure what I'm getting than just to grind up my own burger.
Natalie, sorry.
No, that's all right.
Natalie said that she ate good at Disney. She loves their food.
Awesome. That's awesome. Let's see, when we went to Disney, I really don't remember much about the food.
I'm not sure we ate much though.
I don't think we did. When I went with my parents, I remember eating at the restaurant in the Pirates of the Caribbean. And that was good food. But, yeah, as far as eating at Disney, I'm not sure that we did, yeah.
Eli says his favorite burger is with bacon, barbecue sauce, and onion rings.
Awesome. Well, I'm getting close to that. I am going to cook up a couple strips of bacon. Mrs. Old Guy is not especially a fan of bacon burgers, but I figured if I was at some place and I ordered up a patty melt and asked them to put some bacon on it, they wouldn't be opposed. So.
Lisa said, "Don't let wild man have onion rings. He will still up your bathroom all the time."
Well, I don't know what to quite say to that.
And wild man says, how can he have any onion rings when you steal them all?
Yep, you gotta have something to eat before somebody can steal them, right?
Eli said they had made shotgun shells yesterday, his new favorite app.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Where are my manners? I'm sorry. I forgot to say hi to my brother Doug and my sister-in-law Shar. Good evening, folks. I hope you're having a good Saturday, too. Okay. Go ahead with what you were saying, Mrs. Old Guy.
Eli made shotgun shells yesterday, his new favorite app.
Ah, shotgun shells, yes.
Joshua Maxwell and Scott are both here.
Joshua Maxwell, Scott, good evening, guys. I'm just gonna grind up the chuck steak here to make some hamburger patties. Come on now, if I can get it to grind. Let's go here.
Natalie said Epcot has a round the world section of the park. So there was different types of foods in different countries.
That's cool. Now what the heck is going on here? Alright. This is going to call for some investigation. Why won't this? There we go. Something was plugging her up. Okay, so go ahead. I'm sorry. This is okay.
Just that they had a different, at Epcot, they had a round the world section of the park, and there was different types of foods from different countries.
That sounds good. What the heck is going on here?
And they're talking about the Western Bacon Burger from Carl's Jr. and the Rodeo Burger everywhere else.
Sorry about this. I'm gonna have to do a little rearranging here. Apparently, my little grinder didn't like the fat content. All right.
T-Bird said last week he spent $80 on a food processor. He's never owned one before.
Spend 80 hours on what?
A food processor.
Oh. Food processors are handy little tools. Come on. Come on. Boy. Glad I've got an hour. Apparently, it doesn't like the fat content. It's okay. Not a big deal. I'll just try to get some of it out. That's the thing about these small home versions of meat grinders. They're limited in their power. So it'll just be a little leaner. Alright, let's see if this will go through. Come on now. Boy. Let's go here now. All stringy and everything. This old guy has a word for that. I think it's. Okay, that's okay. Let me get this cleared off of here. I don't know if this is going to cut or not. It should. I don't
Steve
want
says
to
he
put.
likes onion rings.
Who does?
Steve Harrington.
I love onion rings. Got my own little. We got our own little, you know, not batter, but breading stuff that we like to make. Woohoo!
Scott says random, but you always say do something for your neighbors.
That's right.
Rain has had bad back and health problems. I offered to take her garbage cans out for her every week. She really appreciated it. Only takes me a minute.
There you go. I like to hear that. Outstanding. Thank you. And I know that your neighbor thanks you too. All right.
Peter said maybe cut chunks and put them in.
Well, I got it better now here. It was just too much fat. It didn't like it all at once. So that's all right. We'll see how well I do at this now. It should be just enough for a couple of nice burgers. We'll see. Store had chuck steak on sale and was like, well, why would I buy ground beef for $5.50 a pound when I can buy this chuck roast for $3.79 a pound? I'll just grind my own dang hamburger. So, all right. That's much better. That actually looks like some decent ground beef back there.
Eli says OG is Mr. Rogers' Red and Green Show and Tim Allen all rolled up in one.
Well, thank you, but I appreciate that.
Rob says, I wonder if anyone from countries other than New Zealand has ever tried doing a hangi before, H-A-N-G-I?
A
The
hangy?
A and the I have the lines above
A hangy?
it. H-A-N-G-I?
I don't know how. I have no idea. I don't know what that is, so I can't tell you. All right, let's do some of these onion rings.
Janice asked, Ralph, what is that?
Yeah, we inquire. Excuse me, inquiring minds want to know. All right, the old breading here. You know, they say use a dry hand and a wet hand. Backhand, forehand, sleight of hand, slow hand.
Hebert says that he buys pork butt and cuts chops and roasts.
Yum.
Or roasts.
I got another tri-tip getting ready to go into the oven tomorrow, so that on Monday I can enjoy some French dip sandwiches. And I guess my for y'all, I know some of you have heard me tease my brother. Phew, holy smoke, I got a whiff of my own spicing there. I'd be teasing my brother that we could get, that we have tri-tip, and I can't do that anymore. He found a place, at least reasonably close, that he can get tri-tip, so can't rub that in anymore.
Scott wants to know what you're making again, what you're cooking again tonight.
I'm making patty melts and onion rings. I'm just gonna get these rings made up so that so that breading has a good time.
Ralph
That's
said
it.
you heat rocks with fire and bury them with food, kind of an underground oven.
Oh yeah. Okay. Friend of mine. Back in the 80s, was renting a house, and yeah, he dug up the backyard. It was a nice backyard, grass and all that. He made a big pit in the middle of his backyard, and they slaughtered a pig in his garage, and they had themselves a pit roasted pig, and then shortly after that, he received an eviction notice. I don't know why. Would be because there was a big hole in the backyard.
Eli wants to know if you've tried that hot sauce with the cowboy hat.
Not yet. I'm still recovering from the last one. But I do have it. It is right here.
Yep.
There it is. And I will partake of it.
Joshua says, I got a chuck roast in the fridge. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet.
Chuck roast.
Yep.
Here's I don't know if you have a smoker or a grill, but if you do, throw it in the smoker or the grill for a couple of hours to get some flavor on it. Then throw it in the crock pot, throw in a stick of butter, toss in a package of ranch mix and a package of au jus, add a cup of water.
Yep.
Just let it go for about 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever. And you won't regret it. We've done that a few times. Make sandwiches with it.
Yep. Scott said he had a burger with seasoned onion rings from the local burger place that he goes to.
Uh-huh.
They were great. And he goes, what do you like to dip your onion rings in?
Mostly ketchup, but some places have like their whatever particular dipping sauce, and I'll give it a try. Some are just kind of like not much different than, Thousand Island or whatever, but
Eli
ketchup.
says, will there be a 2-hour stream next week?
Well, I'm sure going to go that way. I can't guarantee that every stream is going to be 2 hours, but we are sure going to shoot that way. And yeah, starting next week, the stream will be going an hour earlier.
Yeah.
And so we should end about the same time, but we'll be starting an hour earlier. So that's going to be at 5 o'clock Mountain Time, and then subtract or whatever from your time zone. So like Ralph, in your case, I guess it would be, instead of 12 p.m., it would be 11 a.m. I believe. Is okay? How many onion rings do you want?
About 2 or 3. Yeah.
I'll make a couple more.
Okay. Joshua says, that sounds good, old guy.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I am hoping to get a live stream outside this summer. I thought about doing it today, but it's threatening rain. So, rain and computers don't necessarily go together. So that's why we're still in the kitchen. All right. That looks good. Set my bread over.
God's asking how the dogs are doing.
They are playing right now. I don't know if you can hear that. They are playing right now.
Josh says, oh yeah, that's awesome, starting earlier, so if I'm in Eastern time zone, it's like, is that like 7?
Well, if you're all the way at the East Coast, I think you're 2 hours ahead of us, so I think so, yeah. I think so. Just just Google what time it is in Colorado and look at your watch and 5 o'clock our time next week, and from thereafter we hope to keep up that new schedule.
Eli says it's 100 there with clouds and high humidity.
That's in the mid 70s here with some clouds, and we're hoping to see a little rain. Humidity is not very high right now. All right. I'm just kind of taking this little step at a time. No giant rush. Doesn't take long to cook up a couple of burgers. So.
Scott says it's 97 there with humidity also.
Nice. 97. Yeah, that's probably not. Well, I don't know. I can't guess how humid it is right now. It's usually pretty dry here, so. Alright, I'm just going to get these onions sliced up for...
Joshua says he always has the bell notification on, but you know how YouTube can be.
Say that again?
Joshua says that he always has the notifications bell on, but you know how YouTube can be.
Oh yeah. I do. I'll look for... I don't see any notifications for like a video or something that I put out, and but I'll go ahead and click where the notification bell is, and yeah, I've noticed like 5 or 6 people made a comment. It's like, well, hello, I got a hammer. Do you want me to hit it?
Scott wanted to know, did anybody buy a lottery ticket for that 1.2 billion?
No, but I wish I would have.
It's crazy it got that high.
I know it. Well, what's crazy is one person is walking around, with a $750-some million cash payout.
Yeah,
It's like
that was crazy.
unbelievable.
Natalie says it was hot and humid on vacation. This Midwestern girl isn't used to the humidity.
Yeah, I understand that. When I did my basic training, I'm from Colorado, and it's pretty, it's a semi-arid state, and I did my boot camp in Augusta, Georgia, in the middle of August. So that was a quick introduction to humid weather. All right, I'm not skipping on the onions here. Okay. Guess maybe I'll actually start cooking something. That's going to be that bacon I was talking about. Gonna be that bacon. And I planned on making some bread this week. Or for today, and that didn't happen. Not at all. So maybe next time.
I said if I had a ticket, I'd give everyone in the chat a cool million each.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, same here. If I
Natalie
had it
says,
just to give away, you bet.
yes, Natalie says if I won that much money, I would tell no one and hide.
Buy myself an island somewhere.
Scott said he would, same here as Eli, I would give it away, a good cinch of it away.
Yep. Like pay off some friends' mortgages and stuff like that. That would be fun.
Ralph said if you do end up doing an outside video, it would be cool to see what wild plants you can eat here.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any wild plants. The only wild plants I've got in my yard are just weeds. So, there won't be any kind of foraging. That doesn't mean I can't do a video sometime, but yeah, no, I don't have anything like that in front of us that we could use, so to speak.
Miguel's here.
I'm sorry?
Miguel.
Miguel?
Miguel.
Hey, man. Good evening, good evening. Quick, just FYI there, Miguel. Starting next week, old guy is going to be starting an hour earlier. So instead of starting at 6 o'clock Colorado time, we'll be starting at 5 o'clock. And I guess you'll have to do the adjustment from where you are. So. I wanted to let you know right off the bat. The beef looks good. Yeah. Looks like ground beef. I'll make some patties here in a minute. Let this bacon kind of crisp up and do its thing. And I'll have something to cook the onions in. Yum. Yeah. Yum. I'm looking forward to that chocolate cake. I didn't get Mr. Belly from not eating a little something extra. It was 2020 that did it to me. Too many pastries.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good winter. I made pastries all winter. Danish, and donuts, and cream horns, and chocolate eclairs. That was a good one.
Ralph says we can eat most of the weeds here, just have to mind that they haven't been eat on.
Well, yeah, there's really no weeds in our yard that anybody would really want to eat. There are definitely some edible varieties and and whatnot, but not popping up in our yard. I've heard the dandelion leaves are good to eat, like in a salad or whatever. But, I just never foraged that way. Never thought about it, I reckon. Alright. Crispy bacon. T-Bird, you don't mind, do you? And I add a little bacon to my patty melt. And I want to make sure that I keep everybody happy. I don't want to rock the boat too much. Oh, yo.
Eli says, I'm not much of a dessert person. I'd rather have a second app. LOL, the exception is cheesecake.
Well, I definitely like my dessert. The amount that I eat is, finally starting to become a little under control. Sometimes, though, it still gets pretty bad. I'll eat what would be a decent sized slice of cake and think, man, that was good. I want another one, and go ahead and eat another full slice of cake and then pay the price for hours afterwards.
Yeah.
Happens every time.
Joshua says that his mom's making homemade pineapple upside down cake. Yum.
Yep, that's one of Mrs. Old Guy's favorites. She loves pineapple upside down cake. Yes, she does.
Yep. Scott says that he loves cheesecake and he's been craving it. He asked Eli if he has a favorite type of cheesecake.
I love cheesecake too. I like cheesecake so much that I even made that thrashed apple Mountain Dew cheesecake.
Yep.
That was really good. That turned out excellent. Finally got some onions going.
Jen said that she told Scott that she's had cinnamon roll cheesecake and a key lime cheesecake recently.
Yep. Cinnamon roll cheesecake.
Eli says he loves cheesecake. Oh, and pie.
Yeah. I like pie. Let's see if somebody tries to ask me, well, what's your favorite kind of pie? And it's like, well, first of all, I need to, I need to break it down into categories because they're like my favorite fruit pie. It's probably going to be blackberry, but rhubarb is like right there with it. So, and now when it comes to like cream pies, like key lime and chocolate and things like that, then my favorite is a black bottom pie. So there you have it. All right, onions are stirring up.
Scott says that he's never seen a cinnamon roll cheesecake, and he normally gets a peanut butter cheesecake, a chocolate peanut butter cheesecake.
I don't think I've seen a cinnamon roll cheesecake either, although I have made an eggnog cheesecake that used a fair amount of cinnamon. But I could see cinnamon roll cheesecake. That would be That'd be really good.
Yeah, but it was. Ralph said that he's included some of the edible plants in the video he made of his 30-kilometer walk.
Oh, cool.
Just need to get around to putting it all together and narrating it. He'll upload it to YouTube if I ever get around to it.
Oh, that would be neat, Ralph. Yeah, if you ever do, be sure and let me know. Send me a link. I definitely want to see that. Crank the heat up a little bit.
Scott says cherry pie with vanilla ice cream is just pretty good.
Cherry pie with vanilla ice cream. That sounds delicious. See, that's the thing. Trying to narrow it down to my favorite pie, I could do it, but I like them all, really, Pecan pie, cherry pie, apple pie, blueberry pie, peach
Eli
pie.
said that he has to head to the car because a dust storm's rolling in.
Because the dust is rolling in?
A dust storm.
Uh-oh.
And Scott wants to know what a black bottom pie is.
Well, there's different types of black bottom pie. The most common one is a southern thing, and it's chocolate pie with like a rum a rum topping, I guess is just the best way to put that. And use like Bacardi or something like that. My version, or the other version, is a 3-layer chocolate pie, with the top layer being milk chocolate, the center layer being mint chocolate, and the bottom layer being dark semi-sweet chocolate. So it's the black bottom. But black bottom pie is a southern thing with a rum top on it. I don't remember exactly how it's made.
Yeah, and it said that the cinnamon roll cheesecake was made by the Cheesecake Factory, and Knott's Berry Farm has decided to carry it. And the key lime cheesecake was made at Knott's.
Nice.
And she loves the peanut butter cheesecake.
Peanut butter.
She
Key
loves
lime.
the chocolate peanut butter.
Lime or lemon, orange. I've made so many different flavors of cheesecake.
Lisa says her best cake is an angel cake.
Angel cake?
Angel
That's
cake
good.
girl?
Angel cake is good. I haven't had it for a very, very long time. When I was young, I used to smash it, and then I'd eat it. Unless, of course, it had whipped cream and strawberries, and that was a different story.
Matt says that he likes angel food cake with chocolate frosting.
I don't think I've ever had angel food cake with chocolate frosting.
I don't think I've had it with frosting at all. Maybe some fruit or something on it.
Yeah, I think the only ways I've ever really had angel food cake is with like strawberries and whipped cream, or just by itself. I don't think I've ever, or maybe just whipped cream, but yeah, never with chocolate. It'd probably be pretty good, yeah. All right, onions are coming. They're getting there. Starting to get some color. Just taking its time. Time to crack into the water. Uh-oh. I can definitely feel the humidity, but it's not horrible. You can tell that there's rain coming, or close by anyway. All right, come on now. So I did start on the wheel, And so maybe I'll have that ready for next week when we start our new time. Maybe I'll have the new wheel done with everybody's suggestions on there, or at least as many as I can fit. We'll see how big of the wheel I make. But that should be done, and we'll have that ready for next week. It should be fun.
Yep.
All right. Onions. Whoop. Surprised this thing still works as old as it is. All right. I just figured it'd be a lot easier for me to cook the sandwich when the whole thing comes together. Whatever that is. All right. Grab some bread. I just got some marble rye here. Marble!
Mayhem and miracles, is there?
Mayhem and Marigold?
Miracles?
Miracle? Well, welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen, Saturday night, where I make viewer-requested dinners. And tonight, I'm making the one requested by T-Bird, and that is Patty Melts. So, welcome. Everybody say hi. I got some onions frying up over here. I ground the meat. All right, yeah, these onions are looking pretty good.
That says random, but are people ever afraid of Chub because he's so big? I had a little girl get scared of my 110-pound lap once. She told her dad that the man's walking a bear. So he so no, it's a dog, and she said no, that's a bear.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, Chumley can be very intimidating to somebody that doesn't know him. You know, he's got that bulldog look to him, and if he's growling and barking at you, believe me, you're gonna give yourself some space between yourself and this 100 and just about 40 pounds. He's just a big baby. People do get intimidated. Alright. Guess I better get a little plate to put these here onions on. I guess a bowl will work, will it not? This is all guy.
Yep.
You were supposed to say yes.
Yes, it will work.
Alright, these onions look good. Onions look real good. Start cooking up some burgers. Some onion rings too. Alright, last little bit out there. Fried onions. Whoop. Can you guys see that? Can they see that? Can you see that? If you can see that, they can see that.
Yes.
Okay. There's the onions. Ta-da! Alright. How far off am I with my onion rings? Not too bad. Not too bad. Fryers. The fabulous, fantastic Farmerware fryer is ready to go. Now, Mrs. Old Guy insisted that I did not buy a loaf of bread just for the sake of making a sandwich, so I did that. Otherwise, you'd be getting sourdough. Oh, there's the phone. That's either going to be somebody or it's not.
Well,
Okay. Gonna get this ground beef together here.
well,
A couple of burgers. Let's see here. That feels good. Feels like a nice burger. You know, I think I'm going to mix it a little better though. The fat doesn't look very well evenly distributed, so let me give it a bit of a mix. Dropping it on my onion rings. Oh no! Okay. Mrs. Old Guy will be back directly. Taking care of business on the phone here. So. Try and make these burgers at least close to the same size. That feels good. Oh yeah. That's a nice patty. I wonder why they call them like patty. Not like a Barbara. Everything all right there, Mrs. Old Guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Eli's at a gas station down the street has gas almost $1 cheaper. They are doing it to help the community. They are losing money, but it'll be his new beer stop to help them out.
That's nice to hear. It really is. I've heard of, I don't remember where it was, but some guy paid like $300,000 or $500,000 for gas and just paid for anybody that filled up their tank for as long as the gas lasted or the money.
Yep.
That was pretty nice of him.
Scott says his dog has a very loud bark also. It scared some of his friends, but he's a gentle giant. His neighbor's kids love running up and hugging his head and would sniff them, and they loved it.
All right. That's nice. I love doggies.
Yeah, they're all fast. Eli, petrol stations over there are allowed to sell alcohol?
Oh yeah. Well, most places, or most of them will only sell beer. That's about as much as you can get at a gas station.
Yeah, beer and wine.
Beer, some wine, yeah. Depending on the gas station. And what state you're in, that'll matter too.
Yeah. That's what Janice just said. Depends on the state. In California, beer and wine can be sold.
Yeah. Alright, just gonna get these onion rings ready to go. Hopefully by sitting there that long, this breading is set real well. And I'm not gonna have to worry about a lot of blowout.
Yep.
Alright, just gonna dust this off. Yep. Throw a little paper towel on here.
Eli says, not sure how to spell Sikh, S-E-I-K, the group from India. They said it's part of their culture to help. They're really nice people.
Awesome. Glad to hear that.
Yep. Ralph says, over here it's really limited, that and baking products, etc.
Salt and pepper on these burgers.
Scott says, what's the highest gas prices everyone has seen? When I was driving Northern California, I saw a place charging $8.49.
I think the highest I've seen it here is $5.25.
Yep.
The highest I've seen here. I know some states are a lot higher. Other states are a little bit lower. And everybody thinks, oh boy, it's 50 cents cheaper. Oh boy, thank you, Mr. Government. Anyway, I'm not going there. I don't do that. But it would be nice to see it go down a little bit more and maybe we might actually be able to do something. And that, by that I mean a road trip.
Lisa asked, do you eat mushrooms on your sandwich?
No, I'm not going to. Patty melts usually don't have mushrooms, and I'm trying to stick at least close to what a patty melt is, which is the burger, onions, Swiss cheese on rye bread, grilled onion.
Ralph says, over there, there's even talk of removing alcohol from supermarkets.
There's talk of removing alcohol
From supermarkets.
from supermarkets. So that's, that's kind of ridiculous. That's not going to change anything.
No.
They're just going to go somewhere else to buy it.
Natalie says the highest that she's seen in gas prices is $5.20, and she's in central Illinois.
That's enough. Oh my gosh. This is old guy. These are huge hamburgers. You're never going to be able to eat all that. I'm not kidding you.
Eli said Arizona still has Wild West laws on the books. Everything is allowed.
Let's say that again.
Eli said that Arizona still has Wild West laws on the books. Everything is allowed.
Wild West laws, huh?
Scott says, I love going for a drive or just cruising. But he can't anymore because it's so expensive.
Well, I know. I've been wanting to take a trip to go see one of my sons. Only about 100 miles away, but.
Because I miss driving the back roads because it's so easy for a podcast.
Yep. We're not driving nearly as much.
No, Ralph said petrol over there is about $2 NZD, whatever that is, a liter.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that figures out. Uh-oh. There's my brother.
Hi, Doug.
What did I do now? What did I do now?
Oh, okay.
I'm in trouble, folks. My brother's calling.
Okay. Doug says Castor is $3.97.
$3.97. Wow.
Okay.
That's a lot cheaper than here.
Yeah, and he's in Iowa?
Iowa? Yep. I do believe Iowa. Doug, if you're not in Iowa, call me back.
Pretty sure he is.
All right, we got these onion rings cooking. Oh, they are just about done, too. They're looking golden. The burgers are also looking good.
Yay.
It's a hefty burger. I'm not kidding you there. I'm gonna pull these out for just a second. Oh yeah. Let me give it just a look here. Looking good. All right.
Raining.
It's raining. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. The more rain, the better. I'm not worried about a flood. We're on the high ground.
Yep.
All right. A little butter on that bread. Let's put a burger patty on there. Mm-hmm. Onion. No. Don't put the onion on yet. Put the cheese on first. That way the onion's got something to stick to. Just a couple slices of this here melty Swiss stuff.
Our guest was what, $4 something the other day, right? About $4.50 something the other day.
Yeah, it's $4.49 down from $4.99.
Yeah.
$5.
That's a third dropped from 4 or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, it started off at $4.99 and just kind of wormed its way down. Where'd my knife go? Still got to put my onions on.
You know, I said, went from a dust storm to raining as hard as it rained all year. Crazy.
Well, it'll rain like crazy here for like 5 minutes and then it'll just stop. I want to see an all-day rain. You know, where you just look outside and you go, oh man, it's raining outside. It's been raining all day.
Ralph said that he just checked in 1 gallon is about 4 liters there. About the same as 4 liters.
Yep.
And Janice said that she thinks it would work out to a little less than $5 US per gallon for his gas.
Yep. Expensive everywhere. Okay. I'm going to throw a lid on these things. What do I keep doing with my knife? Butter on here. Get a lid on top. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We got bacon.
I almost forgot my
onions.
bacon.
The onions?
I did. All right. And top for Mrs. Olzak. We're getting close, folks. Come on. Almost lost control of that one. Beautiful! Things are coming together pretty quickly. Get a couple of plates here. Get the reheat on those just real quick. Sandwiches are like all but done. Mrs. Old Guy, do you want some food?
I do.
All right.
Thank you. That would be nice anyway.
All right. Yeah. Oh, let me shake off these golden brown onion rings. Oh, they look so good.
Eli says he's going to have to sit in his car and wait out the rain. It's raining hard and sideways. Low visibility.
That's not good. If you have to drive. All right.
Scott says he misses rain and snow. The snow in Tahoe, California had been horrible for years. Sitting on top of a mountain during a storm was a great experience. I miss seeing the 500 miles in all directions.
Yeah, I bet. All right, I'm going to give this a cut.
T-Bird said it rained there the last 2 weekends.
All right. Couple of onion rings. Some ketchup. Here you go, Mrs. Old Guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, folks. Time for the big reveal on the the petitment. What are you doing? Sorry, but my My bacon is trying to escape, and I just cannot allow that. Pile it up a little bit, maybe? I don't know. It's because I tore it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, at least I didn't wear it. There's that patty melt. Probably can't see it that well, huh? It's kind of hard to turn the light so you can actually see it, but it sure smells good. All right, and we still got dessert coming up too. Okay.
Hebert said thanks for doing his request.
Oh, well, thank you for making a request. That's, otherwise these would be pretty pointless. Are you done with the ketchup? Thank you, Miss Old Guy. Jumlene wants onion rings, but they're not good for dogs. Nope. All right. A little ketchup. This here onion ring. Come on.
Ralph said their library has a window looking out to sea, which is nice for him.
Yeah, I bet that is nice. Got some yellow mustard.
Yum.
You want some mustard? No? Got a little mustard on here. Mr. T-Bird. Thank you, sir, for your dinner suggestion.
Yes.
That fresh made patty just melts in your mouth. There's just something about rye bread.
Hebert says looking good. Janice says dinner looks delicious.
It is really good. Mrs. Old Guy, I apologize. We'll get you a couple napkins. You're welcome. Where are my manners? I'm sorry. I deserve to be flogged. All right. I'm going to get a couple more bites of this. I want to actually eat a little more dinner before I get into dessert. Last time, oh man, that's so good.
Says, weren't you making a German chocolate cake for me?
I did. I have a German chocolate cake that I made yesterday. And it will make an appearance here in a minute. I have got to chow down some of this burger. The last time that I brought out dessert, I didn't finish my dinner. And, shame kind of thing. Joey's over there whining because Polly doesn't want to play.
Hebert said, thank you. I enjoyed your post each week. Great job, folks. Yes, mustard, please.
Uh-huh.
You don't get none. Sorry.
These onion rings in an hour from now, this thing will be just as crunchy as it was when it first came out of the fryer. You love this breading. Use it on other stuff too, like fish or making jalapeno poppers or cheese poppers and stuff like that. A couple more bites of the burger and then I'll have the cake make an appearance.
Eli says his mouth is watering, and Scott says the crunch on that patty melt sounds great. And Ralph said, is there a mop in the kitchen or something? He just flew past the camera. Maybe, I didn't see anything.
What? A what in the
A
kitchen?
mop? Is there a mop in the kitchen?
Not a mop.
Fly by the camera.
I don't know, there might have been. We got them here, but right about now there's more flies than there are moths. Holy smokes.
T-Bird's leaving?
T-Bird, thank you, my friend. Be sure, and drop us more suggestions. I don't think you have any more on the list, so hey, drop another suggestion or two before you head out. Or I'll just see you next week. I appreciate you coming in, that's for sure. And thank you so much for the dinner suggestion, because it is delicious.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I can't believe how tender that burger is. It's like fall apart good. Just unbelievable. All right. I'll set that aside. I'm not going to make folks sit here and wait all night for my dessert. So this little guy is going to take a quick trek to our extra little bitty fridge where the cake is now presiding. All right. Yummy, delicious. Thank you, this little guy.
You're welcome.
Okay, folks. There's my German chocolate cake. And there's at least the top of it. I'll show you the cross section when I cut it. But, there you go. And it's all from scratch, homemade.
Lisa had to go.
What's that?
Lisa had to take off.
Okay. Thank you for coming, Lisa. I know you're probably gone. Thank you, nevertheless.
Eli said that he's seen a chocolate cake recipe that uses chocolate.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, it does.
All right. That didn't quite come out perfectly.
Looking good.
Sorry, who came in?
Dreamer.
Hey, Bart. Hey, brother. Just cutting up some little dessert here. I made a German chocolate cake.
Scott says, wow, that looks amazing. And Janice says, looks fantastic. Dreamer said, looking good.
Okay. This is old guy. There's you a piece of cake. I'll even gonna give you a fork. Yep. See, I know how to take care of you. All right. I hope you guys can see that okay. I don't know. Yeah, it's too shadowed. Yeah. Maybe if I come back this way,
That helps a little bit.
it helps a little bit, but you don't get to see the layers as well. But anyway. So this was requested by Natalie, a German chocolate cake. So I made the pecan coconut frosting. I made the chocolate buttercream frosting, and the cake is also from scratch. So let's see.
Eli says OG is about to hit that cake like it owes him money.
It does. $2.98.
J Mark wants to know, did you have German cake while you were in active duty in Germany?
Well, let me put it to you this way. I had German cake while I was in Germany. Whether it was chocolate or not, it probably was at one point. And I tried a lot of different desserts and cakes and stuff, so that's a yes question. That's a yes answer on that.
Natalie says, looks good. And Scott says, I'm surprised you didn't have a slice of that last night.
I wanted to. But I had a box of Little Debbie Cosmic Brownies. So, what am I going to do with that? How's that cake? This is all right.
Yummy.
This is yum. I don't know how else to say it. It's just yum.
It's very good.
It is. It's really good. The pecan frosting. This has 4 layers, so it's got like extra layers of the pecan frosting in there.
Made from scratch frosting.
That is a real winner. So any of you that maybe have came in a little bit late, starting next week, my streams are going to be 2 hours, and they're going to start at 5 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock our time. We're on Mountain Standard Time, so you'll just have to look at your time zone and see where you're at as far as that goes. But it'll be 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time starting next week, and we're going to make the jump from roughly 1 hour to hopefully 2 hours, and we'll see how well that goes. All right. And I suppose since I'm eating dessert, I should.
Real quick, Eli said that you made your tomato sauce recipe yesterday to go with the shotgun shells. He said good sauce.
Awesome. Well, I'm just curious, which one did you make? Because I've done a few. So I'm just curious, was it the one from last week when I did the ravioli? I'm just wondering. Or if it was one of the pizza ones or the lasagna one or just what? I am curious about that. Man, that is good chocolate cake. Tastes like store-bought. Ooh. All right. Anything else, Miss Old Guy? Yeah, this is it, guys.
Ralph told Eli he didn't know that he meant shotgun shells as a food.
Yeah. Well, it's a name they gave this particular food. Like a couple of weeks ago, I did buffalo turds, which is a sausage and cream cheese inside of a jalapeno wrapped with bacon and then smoked. Those are buffalo turds. So shotgun shells are along that same line. It's a food that just more refers to the shape than anything.
Eli said that he made the one that you emailed him.
Oh, okay. Okay, right on.
Not sure which one it was, but it was good.
Yeah, that was the marinara from, I believe the pizza. I'm not sure. I'll have to look back in my little email folder. Okay, folks. Well, if there's any more suggestions on dinners, now's a great time to jet it on out. If you have anything else you'd like to say, any more comments or questions, now's a great time to do that. We're going to kind of wrap it up for this week. Again, thank you, T-Bird. I know that you've since logged off, but thank you so much for this request of Patty Melts. It's really good, and thank you, Natalie, for requesting German chocolate cake because,
Yum.
yeah, now I've got this big, huge, heavy German chocolate cake to eat. All right, I guess that's it.
Everybody's just saying goodnight.
Okay, well, I hope to see you all next week when I'm making creamy Tuscan chicken. And that was requested by Sean in the pack, and was suggested. And I guess that's it. Until then, please go out and help a neighbor. Just do anything you can, right? You know, if their gutters need cleaned, help clean their gutters. Mow a lawn, trim a bush, help out at a local clothing bank, just something. Give back to your community. Okay? Thanks, folks. I'll see you next week. Bye now.